You're looking hale and healthy. It's good to see you again.
Well, look what the Horker dragged in. I knew you couldn't stay away. Admit it, you were lost without me.
I'm bored. What do you say we go smash a few heads in?
I can see the battle lust in your eyes. Doom will surely come to any who cross your path.
I could really use some more experience in the field. I'd be happy to join you again.
Once more into danger.
I'm ready to go.
Good. I could use the exercise.
It just feels right somehow, having this new life as an adventurer. It's what I was meant to do.
What dangers and wonders shall we discover in the frozen wastes? I can hardly wait to find out.
With a master of magic at your side, you'll have nothing to fear.
I've really missed traveling like this. Walking the breadth of Skyrim has always filled my heart with excitement.
There's a cave here. Think we should check it out?
Animals or bandits inside, no doubt. When I was a boy, my friends and I used to play Seek the Wampus in caves much like this.
Caves sounded more exciting in the bard's songs.
Are you sure you can find your way? It would be easy to get lost in here.
It feels like a whole mountain of rock is above us.
Take extra care you don't hit your head on a low-hanging bit of stone.
It's kind of dark in here.
Trust in Mara. She'll protect us in this dark place.
There are strange echoes in these caves. Keep your eyes open.
These earthen passages do not agree with me. I already miss the wind and sky.
Exploring these caves feels like coming home. I missed this.
Are you sure you wouldn't rather explore, say, a nice tavern? I'm already looking forward to getting back above ground. This cold is unbearable. It's all I can do not to shiver until my teeth rattle.
I love the cold air. It's exhilarating. Perhaps it's because of my Nord blood, but there's something about it that makes me feel alive.
If a man can't feel at home in a freezing cave, then he isn't truly a Nord.
If this cold numbs my fingers any worse, I'll scarcely be able to hold a weapon. I should have dressed more warmly.
At times like this, I truly appreciate the joys of a warm fire and a stiff drink.
By the 9, I'd pay good money for a pint of ale to warm my bones.
Would it be foolish to stop for a while and light a fire? I suppose it would.
I wonder if we'll come across some bandits who've just finished roasting a rabbit on a spit. Maybe they'll have a keg of ale, too.
Let's try not to make too much noise. I've heard that cave-ins can start that way.
How deep is this cave?
Mind your step. I think I spied a patch of ice on the floor.
Don't get too far ahead. I could have sworn I heard something right behind us. It would be easy for someone, or something, to sneak up on us down here.
Remember to check behind you every once in a while.
These caves, they harbor ill omens, I can sense it.
Careful. Our footsteps will echo in every chamber and tunnel. Silence will serve us well in this place. Let us take our foes by surprise.
Get ready for a fight.
Vampires, an unclean lot. It will be a pleasure to clear this place.
There is no adversary more deadly than a vampire. They are as cruel as they are cunning.
It isn't just your blood that a vampire wants. It's your mortal soul.
There is no greater madness than those who seek to become vampires. That's a dark bargain if there ever was one.
Don't let the vampires strike you, or else you may get infected with their blood poisoning.
A good friend of mine was infected by a vampire long ago. He killed himself rather than change into one of those things. We need to do everything in our power to destroy them.
That's a dwarven city. I hear they built armor that walks like people.
Get nervous around dwarven stonework. Legends say these cities are haunted.
I almost died in a ruin just like this. These are the most dangerous, but the most profitable types of ruins. The dwarves must have been a prosperous race.
This place could be massive, very easy to get lost. We have to be careful not to lose our way.
Do these steel walls and strange Dwemer devices make you uneasy? Perhaps it's just me.
I've never been inside a dwarven ruin. They are simply astounding.
What do you think these devices were for?
The dwarves were masters at subterranean construction. These ruins show only a fraction of their capabilities.
It is remarkable that so many of these ancient Dwemer creations still function.
I've half a mind to dismantle one of these Dwemer machines. I'd like to see how it works.
The stories don't say why the dwarves disappeared. I wonder if their machines turned on them.
It's unnatural, building all these machines. If you ask me, the Dwemer got what they deserved.
Had they placed their faith in magic instead of machinery, the Dwemer might still be around.
These ruins and the mechanical inhabitants are all that remain of the Dwemer.
I can't imagine what happened to the dwarves. How could a race with the capability to build a place like this simply vanish?
There are scholars in Cyrodiil who have dedicated their lives to solving the mystery of the Dwemer's disappearance.
I wonder why the Dwemer came to Skyrim. Why did they build this place? I suppose we'll never know.
There are those who believe that the entire Dwemer race will one day return, just as suddenly as it vanished.
A living Dwemer was once discovered in Morrowind. Can you imagine it? Being the last surviving member of your race?
It seems warmer down here than it was outside.
I suppose the warmth in this place comes from all the hot steam vents.
Watch the walls for the sphere constructs. They can appear in the blink of an eye.
I don't like fighting these Dwemer creations. Where's the fun in killing something that doesn't even bleed?
You can easily break a blade on the metal skin of a Dwemer construct.
What good is a sword or an axe against an enemy made of brass and steel?
These walking devices are strange yet amazing. What magic powers them?
It probably took some Dwemer craftsman a year to build one of those things.
I would find the Dwemer's mechanical guardians fascinating if they didn't try to kill everything on sight.
It's amazing this place is so well preserved. There isn't even a hint of rust.
I should bring some of these Dwemer artifacts to the Arcane University in Cyrodiil for study.
I can see why they built the fort here. A small force could control most of the nearby land.
When I was a child, I dreamed about having a fort like this all to myself.
I served as a healer in a fort not unlike this one long ago.
There are forts like this all over Skyrim. The Imperials abandoned most of them a long time ago.
The Jarls never want to pay to keep their forts. They just keep slipping further into ruin.
Just look at this place. I've seen better workmanship from Nord children only 10 winters old.
Keep your eyes open for ambushes. These forts have too many blind corners. I fought more than my share of bandits in places like this.
So many shadowy corners to strike from. I could learn to like this place.
If my ma could see me now, she'd scold me good. She'd tell me I should know better than to go poking around in abandoned forts.
Did you bring a torch? These old forts can get pretty dark inside.
What is that stench? Rotting wood, perhaps? That can't be good.
These timber supports are rotted through. It's a wonder this place is still standing.
Try not to sneeze, or you might bring the whole fort down.
My nose and mouth are so full of dust, I can hardly breathe.
You know what I miss the most right now? Fresh air. The sooner we can get out of this filth pit, the better.
Outlaws and brigands are the lowest of the low. They prey on their own countrymen for profit.
They have nothing to lose, and they fight like it.
I thought about becoming a bandit. I decided I preferred clean clothes and fresh mead.
Bandits are the worst lot. They'd steal from their own mothers given the chance.
I hate bandits and thieves. Men like these raid our town every year.
When I was a child, my village was burned to the ground by bandits. Do you know I actually saw one laugh as he ran my brother through?
Bandits know nothing of pity or mercy. No need to show them any either.
I hope there is more bandits around. Their numbers could use a little more thinning.
There's an old maid's tale that says our ancestors dug these mines with their bare hands.
Hard to believe people actually have to work in places like this. I'll take a sword or mace over a pickaxe any day.
In a mine, the poor man labors to find precious stones that only the rich man can afford.
I've heard that miners sometimes die from poisonous gases trapped beneath the ground.
I wonder how many poor souls have lost their lives working these tunnels.
It takes uncommon strength to work the mines in Skyrim. The earth here is cold and hard, like the heart of a Nord.
Not for all the gold in Skyrim would I spend my life working in these tunnels.
By the gods, let this mine be small, so we can be done with it quickly.
The fewer of these mines we venture into, the happier I'll be.
I wonder what they were mining down here.
Wouldn't it be something if we found a vein of gold?
I've half a mind to grab a pickaxe and start digging. Never know what you might find.
Let's hope the miners didn't unearth anything besides precious stones, if you take my meaning.
Look, one of the ancient Nord ruins. Who knows what's down there?
Look at these stones. The ancestors knew how to build, no doubt.
Never knew a place could be so ancient. I bet it's over 1,000 years old.
Think there's gold inside?
They say ruins like these are filled with treasure. Of course, they're filled with traps, too.
I ventured into quite a few Nord ruins in my day. Be aware of ruin traps on the ground, or else this could be a very short expedition.
Few would dare to trespass in these ruins. What you lack in wisdom, you make up for in courage.
Plunder these ruins at your peril, friend. The spirits of the dead won't look kindly upon it.
If these ruins frighten you, take comfort in the knowledge that I am here. Wow. Would you look at that?
By Ysmir, that's impressive.
That's... wow.
What a marvel of engineering. The ancient Nords were ingenious builders.
Can you just imagine how ancient this place must be? Hundreds of years, thousands.
It is strange to think that these chambers were once home to the ancient Nords.
Look at this craftsmanship. These old halls fill some folk with dread, but as a Nord, they fill me with pride.
This place is amazing. It's hard to believe that mortal hands built them.
The ancient Nords were a savage people, but they built some remarkable crypts and temples.
I wonder what the ancient Nords did in these ruins. Unspeakable sacrifices, maybe?
There's a lot of history in a place like that. I'll bet these walls could tell some amazing stories.
Wonder if any of my ancestors ever walked these halls.
We're bound to find some gold in these ruins, but out of respect, let's leave a few coins for the dead.
I'll bet some of these artifacts would fetch a good price. I hope they're not cursed.
I suppose you intend to carry off every item of value in these ruins?
Do not ask me to take treasures from this place. I will not risk the anger of the dead.
Everything in here seems to be about death. Burial urns, crypts, funeral shrouds. It's a bit depressing.
It's strange to think that some of my own ancestors might be buried in here.
There could be Draugr about. I can smell the decay in the air.
There may be no enemy more foul than a walking corpse.
Draugr are slow and clumsy. Hardly a challenge for a man like me.
Many have fallen in this crypt. The Draugr show no mercy.
Taken alone, the Draugr aren't so fearsome. They're far more deadly in greater numbers.
Fighting Draugr is as much about controlling your fear as anything else.
If there is one thing I'm certain of, it's that Draugr burn like tinder. We could use that to our advantage.
I'd rather fight bandits than Draugr. At least bandits know when to stay dead.
These poor souls, suffering in eternal servitude. This place must be cleansed. These Draugr were once living beings, and they deserve better.
I hope that when I die, I don't end up as a shambling corpse.
Trouble is in the air here.
Keep your eyes open.
Wizards. Why is it always wizards?
I don't like wizards and their spells. Give me an axe any day.
Being a priest of Vermina put me very close to dark sorcery at its worst. Let's try and stay together. The sorcerers in these places tend to, well, harvest bodies for parts.
Ugh, dark sorcery. Always makes my skin crawl.
What some call devotion to the dark arts, I call foolishness. These wizards are mad beyond reason. They understand only violence.
They'll attack you on sight.
Kill these casters as fast as you can. Otherwise they may summon creatures we don't want to deal with.